That wrong. That's a decent clearance. Bale. He's had it taken off him. He's a sharp little ball here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely aimed pass. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Michel Platini. That's good running with the ball. Adriano. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were...
He's having a shot! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Ibrahimovic really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on, and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22, numero 8, numero 20.
Inter Milan choosing to make the first change. Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Seedorf knocks it into space. Oh, just skips past his... He's had a shot! Oh, good-looking ball. Nedved. At best, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Bale. Best. Close. Best! Oh, what a save from Van der Sar!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Pinches it off him. And it's Nedved. That has been cut short. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Adriano.
Oh, really well played.
Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Taken back almost at once. And it's Messi. Seedorf. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Shapes to shoot! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's Ibrahimovic! Great football, shot and save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Impressive jump! And yes, it's there! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Manchester United are having a ball here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Some resolute defending there. Kvaratskhelia. Bale. Now it's
Ci
Bale.
saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Thuram. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vieira. Panucci. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Pirlo has got himself a free kick. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Watching, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
Now he's got space here. Kvaratskhelia tries to play. There's the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Kashiwa Reysol finding themselves unexpectedly behind. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Gullit. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bale's cross. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Goes back. And it's with the keeper. Manchester United already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. And he's picked out the run. He's shifting. It's Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Vieira tries to pass it through. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Can he latch on to this? And a header! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Chips it through. Shot could be on. And the shot! And a neat finish. And there's your hat hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Kvaratskhelia! And that's past the post.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Adriano is onto it in a flash. Rodri. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Alvarez. And he's intervened well there. Bale. Ambitious ball here. Nicely worked. Good read, needed to be. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bale. Nicely weighted ball. Adriano. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Manchester United really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Manchester United have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And we are back underway. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Lovely. And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he is dashing away. Can he get on the end of this? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Van der Sar punts it upfield. Kvaratskhelia, and it's been played through. Alvarez, and it's Hullet.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Shot, surely! Oh, denied at the last.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
Coming on to replace him is Mackay. Substitution in progress.
Getting up there! And he's there to belt it away. And now they can spring out of defence. That has been cut short. Adriano being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Romario. A lot of space ahead of him. And the finish! Now that's well seen too. Semenyo. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Dembele. He's in, surely! He's on it, can he get away? That's travelling a long way. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Makaleli. Semenyo. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Desailly demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Oh, it's Dembele. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.